Today, we're going to start the video off real quick. Check this out. Look at that hat. Man Family Farms, American flag, Richardson 112. Not only that, but a Man Family Farms custom tumbler. All thanks to Double K Designs. Morgan and Joel from Grundy, thank you so much for the hat and tumbler. If you're interested in getting your logo on a hat, a tumbler, or even a wood sign, and many more products, please go check out their Facebook page. I'll have it linked down in the description. Double K Designs, Joel and Morgan. I cannot explain how awesome this actually is. I mean, this is engraved, like chrome engraved, and this hat, this patch is just, it's so nice. Sewed on there so nicely. Go hit them up on the link down in the description on their Facebook page and see what they can do for you.
Right there, you see that exhaust manifold bolt. It's actually loose. I was spinning it with a pliers when I was checking it, and that gasket behind there is just blown out. So thing's got like 7,500 hours. Instead of pulling all that rusty stuff out and putting gaskets in, I'm just gonna do new manifold gaskets and new turbos since we're in right there. So let's get this yanked off. Got the turbo off, manifold, so it was all going really good, and then I seen this one bolt right there. He was already clinked off before I had a chance to get to him. I haven't grabbed a pick or a screwdriver yet to see if it's loose, but we might have to drill with a left-hand bit, maybe try extracting. If not, I'll have to drill and tap it out. I'm gonna grab a pick, just give that a little try. I've gotten lucky with some extractors on drilling through, tapping an extractor in there. We'll see if we're gonna go buy a lottery ticket. This is some exciting stuff. All right, we're gonna give her a try here. Hang on. Okay, my bad. I'll just do it and show you guys after. Well, need to go buy a lottery ticket. Oh, there she comes. Hang on to her, don't let her drop. Oh, you dirty little rascal. Oh, that's kind of a relief. I kind of wanted to stick around to get that out tonight because I figured I'd be drilling and tapping it, so it's kind of a lifesaver. Got lucky there. All out. We'll do a little gasket prep cleanup on there tomorrow on the head. And then we got all our new parts here. Manifold, hardware, gaskets, other two-piece manifold slides together. And then we got a new turbo. More power, baby. New turbo. Be tomorrow's project. So it begins, the long-awaited planter work for spring planting 2023, Esty. And she's helping me. She's managing. That's what she does. We are getting the old road cleaners off the planter. This is the old 1770, as we're gonna call it now. And we have a used pair of clean sweeps from a local farmer that he sold to us that we are gonna put on this. I hadn't been used a whole lot, and this planter, we didn't, want to spend the big money for new clean sweeps, being it an older planter. So we found a nice pair of used ones that we're going to slap on. Clean sweeps, if you don't know, they're an air, pneumatic, adjustable row cleaner. These are the new set we got for the new planter.
So this is a clean sweep. This is the actual row cleaner. And in this box, we've got the mounting brackets to the row unit and the air compressor and the little air hydraulic shock things. These old row cleaners here are what they call screw adjust. So if you ever wanted to adjust them, you have to come out with a impact gun, hit this little guy up here, turn it, loosen it, tighten it, and it'll move them up and down. You may say we're lazy. Yeah, it could be a part of it. But being able to move those in the cab on a dime is super handy because it never fails. You're either going into tilled ground or non-tilled ground, or you're going into drier dirt versus maybe a little wetter, softer dirt. And being able to adjust those is super nice. So when you go through fields that are no-till, you can drop them lower to move more trash. And then when you go into fields that are conventional till, you can move them up higher so you're not plowing, as people like to say. Same goes for dry and wet conditions. When you run into a wet spot in a field, you definitely want to lift them up. Otherwise, they will accumulate a ton of mud and then you'll have them plugged and then they won't spin. So when you go through a wet spot, you can just lift them up, run your disc openers through it. The scrapers will clean them off. Once you get to the dry spot, drop them row cleaners back down and keep going. Oh, we got everything off. We'll go through, double check all the spacing on the disc openers, adjust all the gauge wheels. This thing actually looks pretty good. I kind of checked them out as I was going and nothing looked out of the ordinary, so that's good. All assembled already. That saves us a lot of time. Oh, there's the first one mounted on. Absolute tank.
Play that has. You can go up and down that much. You can lift them all the way up, bury them, all from the cab.
Right where the old ones were. So this here is what you call the business card technique when setting the spacing for your disc openers. So shout out to Hanson Electrical Services and Trenton Overmeyer from New Century FS. And we'll top it off in the middle with double K designs. These business cards are 2 inches wide. We want to be able to fit that business card just in between these two. So right there, we're looking a little wide. I probably want to narrow it just a little bit. In order to do that, take these discs off and I'll add a spacer in, and that will make this a little narrower. So we'll see what happens. Here's the stud. You just add one of these little guys in there, put it back on, double check. The most important thing to remember on these disc openers is the left side is reverse thread. So the easiest way to think about it is whatever is moving forward, that is the way to tighten it. So this one, it'd be left moving forward. So it's left to tighten and right to loosen. They do that so these things basically are self-tightening all the time instead of working themselves loose. Now after adding a few shims, we check. Perfect. Here we are back at the frat house. We got the 9430 hooking up to the planter. Oh, the drawbar 1770 center fill box planter. Let's go. Look at that drawbar. Look at that thing. Needs some hydraulic pressure moving. There we go. Beautiful. epic. Coming to a field near you. Got milk?
Coming from you today from Wells Dairy, and we started in 1994 and milked in a parlor for 29 years, and then just started milking with the robots, and that's what you're going to learn about today.
And you are what generation of the farm?
Actively third, yep.
Okay.
Farming now.
Your grandpa started this, and then your dad.
Yep.
And then you just got basically roped into it?
Correct,
or
yeah.
You just knew? And tell everybody, what did you do out of college when you graduated?
So I actually taught some home ec for a while, then came back to farm.
What grade did you teach?
Middle school, high school.
Now, did you like that?
Yeah, food every day. I mean, all the kids cooking for you, yeah.
So is this what, the third or fourth full year you haven't done that?
Probably third. Yeah, I started quit before COVID, so yep.
All right.
Alrighty. We're just showing off the robots today. We started in January this year and looking at April 1st here, so just getting a good rhythm going. Started with the A5s, they're a new model from Lely, and yeah, they can milk each cow individually up to 60 cows a day. So they go in the box there and average 7 minutes of milking time, and we're an organic herd, so we're averaging about 70 pounds a cow a day. And it's been good transition so far. We've got everybody, for the most part, learned it. If the cow doesn't come in within 10 hours, it lets you know and go and fetch them and get them in there.
Okay, and we'll come back and video a cow walking into the box, as you call it.
Yeah. Yep,
and we'll see how it goes. It's like 24 decided it was her turn.
We'll see if she's ready to melt. So our collar's a little bit turned there. Okay, yep.
Here's
Now
the best
first
part.
thing is that brush will come in. The brush will come in there and clean off each teeth. Okay, oh, you got it. Okay, yeah, there you go.
That is absolutely the coolest thing.
So we got locking headlocks. We're just locking up the teeth. Yeah, that's how we do crank there too.
Looking over here at 269, she's torqued off because she was ready. She missed her turn. And the milking is almost ready. All right, 269, she was getting a little bit uncomfortable, and she decided to get in. Now they are kind of lining up like they're gonna fight. So she's gonna have to stand there for, what is it, 7 minutes? And then she's gonna get, oh, it's ready to go. Getting her cleaned up. Getting ready for showtime. Get locked in. Look at that. Each individual it knows. That is absolutely the coolest thing. And there she goes. Oh, okay. She's ready to roll. Look at her. You can just hear the relief in her breathing. There's going to be a voice that you're going to hear, and he's going to explain everything that's on that screen. I know it's hard to see, so go ahead and start explaining it, sir.
On the top left, there's a number 6 there, and that is the barn name of the cow. If you drop down to the uprights where it says left front, left right, that is how many pounds of milk the cows are producing per quarter on this milking. If you go clear down to the bottom right hand side, you'll see a 9.8, and it keeps rising. That's how many pounds she will produce in this milking.
So that is currently right now. That is absolutely awesome. This is Jason.
Hello.
This is his father Paul, who started this whole regime back in '94.
Yep.
Okay, so Jason's going to tell you what's going on the computer screen. So just start talking away.
So this is where the information that's coming from the cow's collar and the robot, and it's going to show, this is kind of what they call a dashboard, which is just a summary of things. So here's my cows that I need to breed today, It's saying heat and insemination report. If I click on that, then it's going to show me this cow, 305, 72 days of milk. So she's enough days to breed. She's open, what her production is, and what her probability of being in heat. So she's 95% in heat. We want to show that green part there.
Yep.
We want to breed her when she's in this green time frame. And that system has worked really well. We just preg checked 31 head and had 27 pregnant out of that.
And that's pretty awesome.
That was really good.
We're gonna get another rundown from Stephanie.
Hi, my name's Stephanie Wells, and I'm married to Jason. He's kind of the main operator, or one of the main operators here. And we've been married 18 years, and I've been working 18 plus years. And one of the jobs that I've had in the past is taking care of our babies. And we raise up all of our own heifers here. You can see them right there. These girls were born at the beginning of March, which was just about 2 to 3 weeks ago. And what we do is they're bred to give a lot of milk. So these babies are taken off their mom's milk right about the first day, but they still get their mom's milk for the first 3 days of their life, their colostrum and fresh milk. And that's just simply because a Holstein, one of their moms, is giving up to 15 gallons of milk a day, and those babies can't drink that much. So since we are organic, they get organic their mother's milk twice a day. And transitioning, they start with about a quart bottle of milk twice a day, and then after a couple weeks, then we increase that to a quart and a half 2 times a day. Keep them in their huts for about 3 months before they're weaned.
Awesome. Thanks, Stephanie.
Hey everybody, this is my cousin Jason Wells, and this is
Hawker Allen.
who?
Hawker Allen.
He's not joking. That's a real name.
We transitioned our farm to mostly organic in 2008, and just as labor got harder to find and backs get weaker as you get older and stuff like that, we toured some robot barns and decided we were liking what we saw. So we made the decision probably a year ago, really, to do this. And then this last summer the robots came, and last fall we did a retrofit to put those in our existing barns. So we're 3 months in. It's not perfect, but it's working well. So we're, I guess, happy with it at this point.
Awesome. Thanks for the tour.